Hi guys, we'll be looking at some general questions in mathematics. Number one question says express 367,900 in standard form. Now to express this in standard form, that's 367,900 multiplied by, now 10 raised to power. To get the power, you need to count from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is where the point stopped. So that's 10 raised to the power of 5, which is same as 3.67900 times 10 raised to the power of 5. Now let's look at another question. Question 2. Question 2 says express 0.0007823 in standard form. Now, to express this in standard form, how many zeros do we have before and after the points? Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to be moving this dot, this decimal points, 4 times. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it ends at 7 points. So that means the answer is 7.823 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of negative. Negative because any number that is less than 1 is equals to a negative power, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have negative 4. Question 3. Question 3 is question 3. Question 3. Simplify 2.5 plus 5. Simplify 2.5 plus 5. Now, to simplify this, the first thing you do is to convert this to an improper fraction by multiplying the whole number and the denominator. So which means 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 plus 1, that's 5/2 plus 5. Now there's an invisible over 1 here. Now to solve this, the first thing you look for is the LCM. The LCM of 2 and 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. So what I did here is that you are going to divide the denominator by the LCM, by the common factor, which is 2. So 2 divided by 2, whatever answer you get, you multiply it by the denominator, which is 5. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Plus 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is, that's 10. So here we have 5 plus 10, which is 15/2. Now, because this numerator is bigger than the denominator, the next thing you do is to convert it to a mixed fraction. You don't leave your answer like this. You convert it to a mixed fraction by saying 2 in 15 is 7. Remainder 1/2. Do you understand? Now let's look at another example. Another question. Question 4. Question 4. Question 4 says simplify 5 whole number 2/3 minus 3 whole number 1/4. Now to simplify this, you can solve it using two different methods. So I'm going to use method 1. Method 1 is I'm going to minus the whole number. And the whole number here are 5 minus 3, which is 2. Now the LCM between 3 and 4 is 12. Because 12 can go in 3 and 12 can also divide 4. Now 12 in 3 is 4. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. Minus 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. So now we have the whole number, which is 2 whole number. 8 minus 3 is, that's 5 over 12. That's the first method. Another method is when we convert this to an improper fraction by multiplying the whole number and the denominators together. That's 3 times 5, which is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17 over 3 minus 3 multiplied by 4, 12. 12 plus 1, that's 13 over 4. So here we look for the LCM of the denominators. Look at what can go, what we can use to divide 3 and 4, which is 12. 12 can divide 3 and 4. So now 12 in 3 is 4. 4 multiplied by 17 is, that's 68. Minus 12 in 4, which is 3. 3 multiplied by 13 is, that's 39. That's 39. So here we have equals to 68 minus 39. That's 29 over 12. That's 29 over 12. Now, a smaller number cannot put a bigger number on top. This is an example of improper fraction. Now, I'm going to be converting this to mixed fraction by saying 12 in 29, that's what? 12 can go in 29 twice. That's 24. Remainder what? 5 over 12. Now, this is the second method. Hope you understand. Now, let's look at another question. This is question 4. Now, the next question is question 5. Question 5. We are going to be converting a decimal number to a mixed fraction. Question 5. Now, let's go to question 5. Question 5 says, convert 1.625 into a mixed fraction. Into a mixed fraction. We are converting 1.625 into a mixed fraction. So that means 1.625 divided by, now this decimal point means 1. How many numbers do we have after the decimal point? We have 1, 2, 3. So that means 1, 2, 3. So that gives us what? 1625 over 1000. Now, how do we convert this to a mixed fraction? So that simply means 1000 in 1625 can only go once. That's one whole number. Remember what? 625. That's 625 over 1000. Do you understand? Now, 5 can still go in 625. So here we have one whole number, right? 5 here is 5 in 6, 25 is what? 5 in 6 is 1, right? Remainder 1 in 12 is 2. Remainder 2, that's 5. Then 5 in 1,000. 5 in 1,000 is what? That's 200. That's over 200. 5 can still go in those two. So we have one whole number. 5 in 125 is what? That's 5 in 12. If I cover this, 5 in 12 is 2. Can only go twice. 5 in 25 is 5. Over 5 in 200. If I cover the last number, 5 in 20 is 4. Then 0. That's 25 over 40. 5 can still divide. So the final answer equals one whole number. 5 in 25 is 5. 5 in 40 is 8. So that's the final answer. Do you understand? Now let's look at question 6. Question 6. Question 6. Question 6. Question 6. Question 6 says, simplify two whole number 2, 3 over 2 multiplied by bracket one whole number 3 over 5 divided by one whole number 2 over 5. Question 6. Now, question 6, to solve this question, the first thing you apply is your board mass. Board mass. Now, board mass simply means brackets. O means off. Then the D stands for division. The M stands for multiplication. Addition, and subtraction. Now, using this formula, the first thing to do is to solve the question in the brackets. We are starting from the brackets. So here we have two whole number 3 over 2 multiplied by, now I'm going to be converting this mixed fraction to improper by multiplying the whole number by the denominator. Then whatever I get, I'm going to add it to the denominator that is up here. Now, 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. 5 plus 3, that's 8 over 5. Divided by 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7 over 5. Now, to proceed, we have two whole number 3 over 2 multiplied by, before I open the bracket, I need to change this division sign to multiplication sign by saying 8 over 5 times. Now, if the division sign is changing to multiplication, the denominator will come up and the numerator will be down. So here, we are going to exchange these numbers by saying 5 over 7. Now, the next step is, I can now convert this by saying 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 plus 3, that's 7 over 2 multiplied by 8 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 7. Now, 5 cancel 5. This 7 can cancel 7 because 7 here 1, 7 here 1. Now, 2 can also go in 8. 2 here 1, 2 in 8 is 4. So now the final answer is we have 1 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 1 will give us 4. That makes it 4. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So 4 over 1 is the same thing as 4. Do you understand? Now, the next question, question 7, which is question 7. Question 7. Question 7. Question 7. Question 7. Question 7 says, okay, still on simplification. Simplify 5 whole number 1 over 4 multiplied by 1 whole number 2 over 3 minus 1 whole number 1 over 2. Now, don't forget the BODMAS. BODMAS. The B means bracket, O means off, D represents division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So now, I'm going to be applying BODMAS by solving the question in the brackets. Now, let's convert this to improper fraction. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. 20 plus 1, that's 21 over 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. 3 plus 2, that's 5 over 3 minus 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, that's 3 over 2. Now, we have 21 over 4 multiplied by, now we have 5 over 3 minus 3 over 2. Now, to minus this, you need to look for the LCM, the number that can divide 3 and can also divide 2, which is 6. 6 in 3 is 2. 2 times 5 is, that's 10, minus 6 in 3 in 2 is 3. 3 multiplied by 3, that's 9. So here we have 1 over 6. Now, I can now open the bracket by saying 21 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 6, which is equals to what? Now, this is 21 times 1, that's 21, right? Over 4 times 6, which is 24. Now, dividing this to the lowest form, 3 can still go here. 3 in 21 is what? 3 in 21 is 7. Over 3 in 24 is what? That's 8. So now this is the final answer. Do you understand? Do you understand? Now, this is question 7, right? Now let's solve question 8. Question number 8. Question 8. Question 8. Question 8. Now, question 8 says, express 15 as a percentage of 20. It says express 15 as a percentage of 20. Now, anytime you come across percentage, it simply means something over 100 or something times 100. Now, 15 as a percentage of 20 simply means 15 over 20 multiplied by what? 100 over 1. Now to divide this cancel this. 0 cancel 0, right? 2 here 1. 2 in 10 is, that's 5. Now we are left with 15 multiplied by 5, which equals to what? Which equals to what? That's 75. That's 75 what? Percent. Don't forget to add your percentage sign. Don't forget to add your percentage sign. Question 9. Question 9. Now, question 9 says, express. Now, I'm picking a question from binary number. Express 68 as a binary number. Express 68 as a binary number. Now, what do you understand by binary? Binary means 2. The word bi means 2. Now, to express 68 as a binary number, I'm going to draw my table by dividing 68 by 2. Now, 2 in 68, 2 in 6, using the shortcut, 2 in 6 is 3. And 2 in 8 is what? That's 4. Remainder what? Remainder 0. 2 in, you're still using the shortcut, 2 in 3 can only go once, remainder 1. 2 in 14 is 7, remainder 0. Now let's use 2 to divide 17. 2 in 17 can only go how many times? That's 8 times. 2 times 8 is 16, remainder 1. 2 in 8 is 4, remainder 0. 2 in 4 is, that's 2, remainder 0. 2 in 2 is 1, remainder 0. Now, 2 in 1 is what? Is that possible? 2 in 1 is impossible. That's 0, remainder what? Remainder 1. Now, if you are writing your answer, you start from the down. We are going to be picking the answer from the down upward. Down upward. Now, I'm starting from the down, the last number, which is 1. So that means my answer equals to what? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. In base what? In base 2. Do you understand? Now let's look at question 10. Question 10. Let's look at question 10. Question 10. Question 10. Question 10. Question 10. Please don't forget to click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more topics in maths. Now let's look at question 10. Question 10. We are going to be picking questions from simple interest. Simple interest. Question 10. If the simple interest on a certain number or if the simple interest on a certain amount for 2 years at 5% per annum is 2,500 400 naira. Find the principal. Find the principal. Now I'm going to read the question again. Question 10 says, if the simple interest on a certain amount for 2 years at 5% per annum is 2,400. Find the principal. Now, this is a formula for simple interest. Simple interest equals principal times rates times time. Over what? Over 100. Please take note of this formula. Simple interest simply means principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time over 100. Now, let's go back to the question. If the simple interest on a certain amount for 2 years, is what? That's what? That's the time. Time. That means the t equals what? 2, which is time. At 5% per annum, the rate is what? 5%. Now, the interest is what? The I equals to what? Which is what? 2,400 naira. Now, the question says find the what? The principal. Find the what? Principal. We don't know the principal. Now, we are going to use this formula to find the principal. Now, since the interest is 2,400 naira equals principal, which is P, multiplied by rate. The rate is, that's 5, multiplied by time, which is 2 over what? 100. Because 5% is over 100. Now, 2,400 equals 10p over 100. Now, 0 cancels 0, right? I'm left with 2,400 equals p over 10. Now, in this case, you do what? You cross multiply. Cross multiply. Cross multiply. Now, if I cross multiply, p multiplied by 1 is what? That's p equals 2,400 multiplied by 10 is what? That's 2,400 multiplied by 10. That's 24,000.